Good morning. I am Maher Sonbol, clinical therapist at Clean Path Behavioral Health, and I'm so glad to be with you today talking about how we can reduce our anxiety, our worries, how we are living with some of being anxious. Here in Clean Path, we are expecting to have clients that they are coming to us seeking help for their substance abuse problems as well for their mental disorder problems. And sometimes they're just coming for substance abuses, sometimes just only for mental health, sometimes for both as a dual diagnosis. For us as clinical therapists, it's our role here to try to be with a good help for our clients. Not only just to discuss how they can maintain their sobriety, but to work on what triggered them, what were the main reasons that it led them to get involved into any kind of behavior or habits related to substances. So in general, for me, I'm working with cognitive behavioral therapy approach, and being working with this, I'm usually thinking about what's the main core beliefs leading our clients or any client to whatever the problem he or she is in it now. And here there is a sequence for that. So number one, for any person that they are coming with any habit, there is a process for this. And how we can recognize this, starting from what were the main life events that our clients can pass through it. That's why from the beginning, from the assessment, we're checking very intensively and deeply about what was their previous history and what were their main events, life events. Was it's just events, or it was traumatic events that they passed through it? And it's going to be like these events can be a main deal triggering them to have kind of special thoughts and beliefs that it's related to be coming to be negative thoughts. And this kind of negative thoughts, it needs to be helped, it needs to be worked out, it needs to be altered. And this is the great deal of the cognitive behavioral therapy, that we are altering these beliefs from negative beliefs to positive beliefs. And from this point, the easiest way for any person is just thinking exactly what had happened to me, what had happened to my life previously. Because in substance abuse, it can start just by kind of, let's try it, let's enjoy it, let's have fun, and this is the beginning usually for it. But why it's continue, why it's led to that, whether there is any kind of a problem happening, or it just come to be a habit, and from where this habit is coming. Focusing on the automatic core belief and thoughts that coming from the negative core beliefs, this is how we can deal with it. This is how we can handle that. So what kind of automatic thoughts can coming out from negative beliefs? And that's how we are just trying to define it and identify it with our clients. One of the automatic negative thoughts coming is when we generalize everything. When we say that I'm not good in anything, everyone around me is not caring about me, no one in my family is really caring about me, I'm not good in my work or in my studies. Any kind of generalizing, it's general and it's not specific. Other thing is like catastrophic things, so take like a very little thing and start to make it big. Just a little problem, then I'll start to say, oh my God, it's the end of the world. I will never pass this problem, I'll never pass this situation ever in my life. Or mind reader, that like for example, when someone just getting in a place, and when there's someone, other person not checking hands or just saying hello to this person, I start to say, oh yeah, maybe he thinks that I am that person, or maybe he thinks negative about me, or maybe he has something against me. So I start to read the other's mind without any kind of evidence about what's going on. Other thing is like labeling. We are good in labeling ourselves. I'm not good enough. I am addict. I am failure. Putting labels on our things. This is coming just on our thoughts, and it's coming to be very negative on any action we'd like to do it. The word I should, the word it's a must, this is another thing that it's leading to negative core beliefs. Whenever everything I should, everything I must, this is the shoulds and musts. It's very negative in not rationalizing what we're doing. It's irrational that everything should be should or everything should be a must. So when we're dealing with our clients, when I'm dealing with them, I'm starting to think about, okay, let's challenge these thoughts. For example, let's challenge the thought of I'm not good enough. Tell me, what are you really not good enough in it? Is it in everything? So let's define the things that you might be good in it, good in it, and what are the things that you are not good at all in it. And by just starting to register what the client is good and not good in it, we'll start to find a new finding that no, I can do some good things. And then we'll start to magnify these things, we'll start to focus into that. One other thing, like challenging their negative thoughts about catastrophic thing, to try to define what is the real problem and to put it in its real size and to understand its real consequences, trying to eliminate all kind of expectations or perception that it might not true. Would challenge these evidences in order that we can reach what's really true, what's really going on. We don't need to put things much bigger than what it should be. Does that help into the addiction? Yes, it's very helpful, because at the end of the day, some of our clients coming and saying that I will not be able to maintain sobriety if I will stay in that place, or if I will do that, or if I will do this. We need to just identify exactly what is the problem and start to challenge that, and there to find different solution and different alternatives. And when the clients start to see that there is usually different option and different solution, they will build what's very important needed for them, build the hope that they will, yes, they can maintain their sobriety, they can live lifetime sober. It's all about challenging their needs. One other thing very important working with our clients here is to keep them mindful. And what's meant by that is just to live at the present moment. Many problems coming out of our memories, and yes, sometimes we have good memories, sometimes we have bad memories, but it used to be like our mind just catch and repeat the negative or the bad memories that we used to have it. And this is lead us to different level of sadness, up to a real depression. So living in the memories, living in the bad memories, keep ourselves into the past, that's a very easy trigger for us to be triggered to be depressed. And when we depressed, we need any help, and we don't have the right support or the right help, sometimes getting into one kind of drug will help me. That's how they are thinking. So we're trying to say, what's about, let's the past go, and how we can handle this just by being mindful. Because at the end of the day, and that's how we are talking with our clients, what you can do to your past, the past is gone. So we need to learn this quality of thing, that let it be, let to go through it. Let's admit that the past had been there, and we're not able to do anything for the past now. So if we keep ourselves into these memories, we'll keep ourselves into this ongoing undercurrent sadness. Same like others, they are flying high with the future and keep living in the dream of being this or that and that. Is it bad to think about future or to plan of the future? Actually, it's very important to do that. But what's our expectations if what we planned will not come? That's why we are anxious. That's why we're getting our anxiety. So if the memories get for us lots of sadness, depression, the future can get for us lots of anxiety. We're coming to be much more anxious about the unknown. This is from where the being worried that I don't know what's coming up. I don't know I will succeed or no. I don't know if I will maintain a long term or a long life or sobriety or no. I don't know if I will be good in my work or no. This vague thing, this unknown thing leads to a lot of worries. So there is a great quote, I really like it. It's calling, "The past is history and the future is a mystery. And we're living for today, which is a gift, and that's why we call it's a present." And why is that? Because why I like it seriously, because the past, it's gone, it's history. We can do anything. We can learn from it, but we don't need to live in it. And the future, it's mystery. We don't have any guarantee about what's coming up. But we can make things better for our future if we really do good things in our presence. So if you plan things on the present moment right now, if you did a good job for yourself for the right moment now, if you spent a good healthy life for you now, definitely it will return for you in the future. If you're messing up with your health now, your future will be messed up. So what you're doing at the present moment, literally it's affecting your future. So it's not being lazy or careless or just not caring about what's coming up. It's about we will draw our future by what we're doing on the present moment. So being in this present moment is a great deal, is a great thing. That's what we need to focus on it. That's what we have for now. There's another word, I really love it. It says, "Every day is a new life for a wise person." Every day is a new life for a wise person. We have today, we have this moment, and we have this opportunity to make it right. Dealing with our clients with this philosophy, with this theory, with this approach, helping them to keep focus into what they have now. They are here now, coming seeking help. That's a great step. That's amazing. And that's why we are there for them. That's why we are asking anybody, please come to us. This is a great step to start. And we will live this present moment now. Whatever the past is, whatever the problems are, whatever the situation that we're living in it, whatever the events that happen to our lives, from traumatic events, severe traumatic, physical, sexual, family problems, whatever the problems are, it's really serious, it's really hard, it's really painful, it's really not easy to be digested or lived with. But by living in the present moment with our guidance and help, can make our clients enjoy that there is a hope. We are good here, we are healthy here, we are present here. It's the moment, it's the power of it. And that's another thing. So dealing with these two main aspects by altering the automatic negative thoughts to positive thoughts, automatic positive thoughts, eliminating this kind of whenever someone do any action towards me, automatically I will react negatively. I will react with my previous behavior that it's according to all the years it's leading not to the right direction, or start to deal with a negative attitude, a negative thoughts, a negative behavior. What's my decision? Or other will take the right direction and think about, no, I will think positive. I will try to be positive from today. I will try to think positive about myself, to have a good positive insight about myself. Yes, I used to be messing my life in the previous years, but today I'm seeking help. That's positive. I'm working to have a better health and better future. That's positive. I'm doing that from this moment. That's positive. So it's very connected, both of them. It's really related, both of them, to each other. It's very easy whenever we have the will. So it's all about, are you willing or no? It's all about the client in front of me. If you have the will, but you're a little bit weak on what you're doing, we are here to help you on this. To make it step by step, baby steps, but it will lead to the better things. We don't need to be changed in a second or in a day. We can't. But we can have this feeling of we're better and we are much more efficient by using these baby steps, moving forward, enjoying our present moment, enjoying what we are for it now. Again, we will not live in the past anymore. We need to learn from the past. We need to learn about what had happened in the past, and that's it. But we'll not keep it on our lives. And we'll not just stay in the future, and we are not accepting any kind of failure. We don't need to live that. We will plan it. We will do it right in the present moment, whatever the consequence will happen. We will expect the worst, maybe, in order that we can say, whatever it will happen, it will not be at the end of the world. If we fail one time, let's say we fall one time, but we will never fail. So if we fall, we will stand up again. We will never fail to be that's the end. Maybe some falls, but not fails. Thank you very much for today. I really appreciate the time, and I hope that we can be with the help you're really seeking, and we are here for that. And we will do any possible thing on our capacity, from knowledge, from experience, from academic learning, from anything we have to help any person coming and seeking help and requesting from us to be there for them, because we will be that for them. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.